Hello guys, how you doing? Welcome to your Bitcoin report. Now, you know what? Yesterday, I seen a few markers in the market, that put me a little bit on edge, and I was anticipating a possible drop-off in the price of Bitcoin. Now, what's it doing today? Let's get the charts open and take a look. Here we go today. We're seeing some volatility in the Bitcoin market, but this could be the spike downwards that I was looking for. And it might have been a lot weaker than I thought. Right here, it happened this morning. And it went down to 37.75. I hope some of you guys was able, maybe if you guys are, I wasn't able to catch a hold of it, but it was down to 37.75 this morning. But she's bouncing right back, And the thing is this market's very volatile right now, but it's showing an awful lot of strength, It bounced straight back from the fall off. I think this is very possibly the fall off that I was looking for. Anyway, we got a lot more to talk about. My studio, it's freezing in here. My heater quit. It burned out, And man, I'm telling you, it went down to about way below freezing last night, And it's made this really, it's like an ice box in here. Now, I got a little space heater running, but it ain't cutting it in the studio here, And I'm freezing my butt off. I got my coat on, and I'm still freezing my butt off in here. I mean, seriously. But anyway, I'm watching the Bitcoin price. We see this drop. This might be the drop that I was looking for. And it might not have been near as much as I expected, And I wasn't able to get in on any of it, because I just wasn't ready to. I got to drive into town and go to a coin shop to buy my Bitcoin. By the time I get into town with a small drop like this, when it bounces right back, I can't get any on that, I can't get in on it. Anyway, let's talk about the article I got here today, and it says Bitcoin is cheap until April. We'll never see this price at 3,000 area, in the 3,000 area again. Trader says, despite being down 80% from its all-time highs, a fairly large number of investors are still cautious and shorting Bitcoin in a new price range. Bitcoin shorts achieved a 3-week high earlier this week, demonstrating a lack of confidence of investors in the cryptocurrency market in the near-term performance of Bitcoin. But according to a trader known to the cryptocurrency industry as Galaxy, Bitcoin at $3,000 may be a rare opportunity that does not come again in the future. Why $3,000 for Bitcoin is rare? According to Galaxy, since its inception, Bitcoin has established a trend of reaching all new time highs, enduring a steep decline in price each time after. Now, see, I've noticed this trend. I've talked about this trend for the last 2 years. And in fact, on some of my earlier videos, I showed how many times it's done this, all the way back to its inception. It's followed this exact same pattern. It's done it like 9 times, It goes up and up and up and up and up and up and up, and then it crashes back down, but it never crashes back down to the low it was when it started, So, like the first time, it was like $1 or something, and it went all the way up to like $3 or $4, and then it crashed back down again. And it never goes back down to where it starts, When I got started was the first big up. So, I went in, and I was going to buy Bitcoin, but I couldn't figure out how to buy it. And they were $60 a piece, and I said, I want one, to my mother. I want to get one of these. So they're $60 a piece. The very next day, they were like $120 a piece, and I was still trying to figure out how to buy one. I was going to Mt. Gox, and I was setting up an account at Mt. Gox and going to buy a Bitcoin, and by the time I got everything all set up at Mt. Gox, the price had went up to $260. And I was getting a little bit disappointed. I was saying to my mother, now they're $260 now. I've missed the boat. Could that be the same thing that we're going through, where you say, I've missed the boat? Now these people, the Bitcoin's at $3,000 right now, and they're saying to themselves, we've missed the boat. We missed the Bitcoin boat. What they don't realize is we might be heading for a mountain that takes us up into the hundreds of thousands. You know, and then it'll fall back down again, but it won't fall back down to $3,000. It'll probably fall back down to maybe 20,000 or 15,000, and everybody will think it's cheap again. This whole thing, it's all in what you think something's worth. We've used things for money like seashells. Why is gold worth money? You know, why is seashells worth money? Why was salt worth money? Going back to the Roman era, you ever heard the saying, people say you're not worth your salt? That's because they used to pay the soldiers with salt. Salt was a thing that turned into money at one time. So anything can be money. And Bitcoin's proved that. But the thing is also the value of money is all in our head. There might be some day in the future when Bitcoin falls off from, say, $1 million back down to 600,000, and we'll be saying that's cheap Bitcoins. It's all in what's your way of thinking, what something's worth. So anyway, this is to fight that. It says, according to Galaxy, since its inception, Bitcoin has established a trend of reaching all new time highs, enduring a steep decline in price, initiating an accumulation and recovery to a new high. Based on that trend, the trader said that investors will likely see Bitcoin at $3,000 once again after April, and the dominant cryptocurrency is en route to recovering in 1 to 2 months, he said. Although prices may appear to be random to some, they are actually creating a repeating pattern and trend. Observing this pattern makes April the last month of cheap Bitcoin. And now, of course, it will be cheap multiple times in the future, but never $3,000 cheap. So, evidently, he thinks it's going to go up an awful lot higher. I think on this next big hike in price, you know, this is the one where we're going to actually see everybody in the world start to talk Bitcoin. Then this next big one that goes up. And this is the one where we're going to see everybody in the world start to talk Bitcoin, and a lot more money is going to come flooding in, and it's going to push institutional investment and everything, and it's going to start to make the transition from a speculative asset into a very stable value. It's going to be relied upon more, and the price is going to maintain a lot more stability. Well, the higher it goes, the more I see the price being stable on cryptocurrency, and the more people are going to accept it. You know, I mean, look how far it's come since 2009, which wasn't that long ago, really, only 10 years. That's not a long time. Anyway, listen. Thank you guys for listening. Oh, let's go take a look quickly before we go. Let's go take a look at cryptocurrency market capitalizations. You know, I probably don't look at this site enough because it's very important. But what we're looking at here is 135.9 billion. Now, like yesterday, it was like 133 billion. So it is gaining, and the altcoins are starting to pick up an awful lot of this. They're bouncing back really well. Bitcoin dominance 51%. I noticed the Bitcoin dominance has fallen back. It was like 51 point something. It was like 51.4 if I remember right. Now it's 51% even. So we see that in the altcoins drifting upwards. Like Litecoin, yesterday it was like $56 and something. Now it's $57.89. It's gaining. It's gaining, you know. And look at XRP, 31 cents. Ethereum, 135 bucks. Ethereum hasn't went up that much lately. EOS is at $3.66. Seems awful cheap for an EOS. I remember not long ago they were like 9 or 10 bucks a piece, you know. It was only a few months ago, back before Bitcoin really crashed off big. I think I bought like 4 of them or something. Got them put away someplace. Bitcoin Cash, $134, and we're looking at Binance Coin at $15.02, and Stellar has been doing awfully well, you know. Stellar is moved up 6.42%, And Cardano's been doing awfully well, too. And Cardano's up 2.31% today. Monero has been moving up. It's $52.30 now for Monero. And we're looking at IOTA at 29 cents. It's up 3.58%. Dash is back up above $90, $90.12. Anyway, thank you guys for listening. Like and subscribe, and we'll catch you guys in the next show. Bye-bye, guys.